When you hear the word zakat, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For a lot of us, it's probably just a simple annual donation. But what if I told you it was designed to be something way, way bigger? Today, we're going to dig deep and uncover zakat not just as an act of charity, but as a complete socioeconomic system.
All right, so let's just jump right in and tackle the biggest idea out there. Is this whole incredible concept really just about that one single number we all know? Seriously, just pause for a second. Is that really all it is? An obligation, a simple transaction, and that's it? Well, as we're about to find out, the answer is a definite, resounding no. There's so much more depth to it. And look at this. This comparison really lays it all out. On one side, you've got personal charity. It's great, but it's optional, right? It's a single act. But on the other side, you have what zakat is truly meant to be, a full-blown system, an obligatory social safety net for an entire society. Two totally different ballparks. And boom, that right there is the core idea. Zakat was never meant to be just a private act between you and God. It's a foundational pillar of a just, thriving economy. So to really get this, we've got to go back to basics, back to the very beginning. Like, what does the word zakat even mean? The Arabic root itself is just so revealing. It's not some simple word for giving or charity. It's this rich, packed term that brings together three super powerful ideas: purity, growth, and blessing. Okay, so let's break that down. First, purity. The idea here is that giving zakat actually cleanses the rest of your money from things like greed. Then you've got growth. And here's the crazy part. The belief is that by giving a small part away, your wealth doesn't actually shrink. It's blessed to grow. And finally, blessing, or barakah, which is all about inviting divine favor into your finances. And this just shows you how incredibly important it is. Zakat isn't just a recommendation. It's one of the 5 pillars of Islam. It's right up there with prayer and fasting. So this isn't some nice-to-do thing. It's a mandatory, core part of the whole structure. It's a system, not a suggestion. All right, so we've got the big picture, the why. Let's switch gears for a second and look at the how, the nuts and bolts of how it's calculated. And there it is, the number everyone knows, right? 2.5%. But here's the thing, that number doesn't tell the whole story. It only kicks in after your wealth crosses a certain line. So this table breaks it down nicely for us. Basically, if you're a Muslim and your savings stay above a minimum amount, that's called the Nisab, for a whole year, then zakat is due. And what does that apply to? Productive stuff, like cash, gold, silver, and business goods. And on that wealth, the rate is 2.5%. It's designed to be simple, clear, and systematic. But it's so important to remember this. The rules, the numbers, that's just the mechanics, the framework. The real magic, the whole point of zakat, is what's behind all of that. It's the why that truly matters. And that, right there, is where we get into the really profound stuff. The whole philosophy of wealth behind this entire system. This isn't just about giving some money to help people. It's about fundamentally re-engineering how money flows through a society. You can really boil it down to 3 huge ideas that all work together. First, get the wealth moving. Second, systematically wipe out poverty. And third, on a personal level, purify your own heart. Let's take a quick look at each one. So first up, circulating wealth. Think about it this way. This system is basically designed to stop money from just sitting around, piling up in a few bank accounts. By making you put a piece of that saved wealth back into the community, it ensures money keeps flowing, which creates balance and opportunity for everyone. Next, you have the social justice angle. And this is key. It's not about a one-time handout that just helps for a day. It's about building a steady, reliable safety net. The goal isn't just to manage poverty, it's to eradicate it by giving people the means to stand on their own 2 feet. And finally, there's the spiritual side. This is what it does for you, the person giving. By making it an obligation to part with some of your wealth, it's designed to fight that feeling of greed, that instinct to just hoard. It builds empathy and reminds you that you're part of a community and that you have a responsibility to it. Okay, so the philosophy is amazing, but what does it look like on the ground? How does this incredible idea actually turn into a working system that can change society? Well, ideally, it's not just about individuals giving to whoever they see. It's meant to be organized, maybe even centralized. The funds are collected and then strategically given out to very specific groups of people mentioned in the Quran, like the poor, the needy, people in debt. The entire process from top to bottom is geared toward one thing: widespread economic justice.
All right, let's pull all these threads together, because when you see the meaning, the rules, and the philosophy all working in sync, well, it's nothing short of revolutionary. We asked at the beginning if Zakat is just 2.5%, and the answer is a huge, resounding no. It's so much more than a percentage. It's a mindset. It's a powerful statement that wealth always comes with responsibility. And this is really the bottom line. Zakat is the pillar of a completely different way of seeing economics. An economy built on circulation, compassion, and justice. It is, at its heart, a blueprint for an economic revolution. And that really leaves us with one big question to chew on. Just imagine for a second, what if a system like this, a system built on circulation and compassion, was actually running at full steam across the world today? What kind of world would that create? What problems could it solve? That's definitely something to think about.